I grew up in Sweetwater, Alabama, a small town just southwest of Tuscaloosa. Probably within the town itself, there are about 250 people. I grew up in a household with my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my mother. I, like many kids growing up in the state of Alabama, just wanted to play football for the University of Alabama. My best friend from high school had a recruiting trip here under Coach Curry, and I ran into Homer Smith, the offensive coordinator at that point in time. And he said, "Hey, son, you're a good-looking kid. Are you coming here to play football?" I said, "Am I?" So Coach Smith called me back later and said, "Hey, we don't have any scholarships available right now, but we certainly would love for you to be a part of the program." So I started taking classes that summer and working out with the football team. The first two classes that I took that summer were small classes, and so that helped to kind of ease me into the process of going to college. Along the way, I had a chance to meet many new friends, and that transition was very helpful to me that summer in terms of just being a part of the Tuscaloosa community. At that time, the university had about 18,000 students. To put that into perspective, Marengo County probably had about 18,000 people in the entire county. So it was a little bit daunting at first, but I made a decision very early on that yes, these guys may be a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, but I was going to outwork them. And to be here and be a part of two SEC championships and a national championship, wow, that experience was about the culmination of a significant goal that was put in front of us that we worked through day by day. And that's the thing that really drives me now. I'm always constantly thinking about how we can get better. And that starts with today. How do we focus on getting to that goal? When I arrived here with the Air Force ROTC scholarship, they were interested in me majoring in mechanical engineering. And I thought about that for a while, and I just didn't feel like it was a fit for me. As I talked to various advisors across campus, they talked to me about the Higher Education Administration program. Dr. Harold Bishop was one of the first African-American professors on this campus. He was the one who pushed me in that direction. That's what led me into the path that I ended up on. Upon the completion of my doctorate, I worked at Alabama Southern Community College briefly, and then from there I returned to work in the College of Education here at the Capstone. I did that for about 3 years, and I had aspirations of being a college president. I ended up working at the University of Oklahoma as an assistant professor. From there, I moved back into administration and worked as the assistant vice president for student affairs at the University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond, Oklahoma. And I was promoted after my first year to vice president for enrollment management. And then from there in 2012, 2013, I became the vice president for student affairs and enrollment management. This opportunity at the University of Alabama came out of the blue. I received a phone call from a search firm as well as from Dr. Kramer about this opportunity, and Mama called. It was a great opportunity for me to make my way back to a place that I have such a passion for. I remember when the phrase came out, "where legends are made," and it just resonated with me. I was excited about the opportunity because I felt like there's an opportunity for me to be part of creating that next generation of leaders, individuals who will be the next generation of legends. With the Division of Student Life, we're committed to helping students to be successful. There's so much that takes place in terms of our activities and programs that help students in terms of their overall development. Again, there's a lot that takes place in terms of discipline knowledge that students attain during the time that they're in college. But what about the leadership opportunities, engagement with the community, health and well-being? That's what student life is all about. And that's what I want to make sure that we continue to contribute to our students as they move towards graduation. It's certainly a very special time to be at the Capstone. We've got a group of people who are committed to making a difference in people's lives, and this is a place where you know that you're going to have an opportunity to be successful, and I'm just happy to be back here at the Capstone and be a part of the University of Alabama family.